All right, welcome back to another episode of the RestStop podcast. We ain't got Sean running point with this one no more, man. You should do it.
Let's go.
For keepsake, for keepsake.
Y'all going, as soon as I say tree words, y'all can laugh.
We ain't gonna laugh.
Let's go. We can laugh.
All right, we
Let's go,
promise.
we can
Hey, make a promise. Pinky promise, we ain't gonna laugh, right?
We gonna laugh.
Let's go.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome to another.
But you don't gotta be so political. Let's talk regular, dude.
Welcome to another episode of the RestStop podcast. How y'all doing? So, here we have me, Alshon, known as one of many names.
You gotta say it, man.
No man, you always say
The
it.
slush-tastic, bombastic.
Elephantastic, boy.
Come on, man.
The one and only.
Get it right.
Right
go
there.
ahead.
Right there next to Ron. That's me for Ron. Right there next
So
to
dumb.
Sludge-tastic, bombastic, elephantastic. We got the one and only music gone again, Ron. He's in the place. Oh, Olivia Dean Ron.
You got
Or
some
Olivia Dean Adley. And then we got the one and only BBL Rennie. Sing it for me, Sean.
No.
Okay. BBL Rennie. BBL Rennie.
Wait, don't. I don't want to be a part of this.
I don't give a fuck.
Wait, don't talk no red wine. Don't niggas see them.
That's the intro, boy.
These niggas not think.
There they go. Because we got none of this. And then we got Sean Dastic Bombastic with us.
No, but you gotta call me that.
What you name that?
My name is Sean
Ah,
Boyce, bro.
Sean Boys. Sorry. We got Sean Boys in the
Oh,
place.
boy.
And our featured guest for this evening is the one and only Cash Money Cody. Cody, Cash Money Cody. Code Zero. The Code Zero. What's going on, Cody?
Everything cool, boss.
It's good to have you here. Good to have you here. So we got a lot of things to cover. Sean, what we touching on first? Man, tell us more about your journey with John Canoe and how you get here. How you get in John Canoe, your first group, how you get to your next group, and your next group, because you've been in the plenty group. You must eat down bar. But go ahead. Give us something about you, man.
Well, my Jocko journey started off when I was a young child at the age of 5. I was beating drum in Saxons. So that was really my first introduction to John Canoe. But I don't really remember much about that. So let's talk about when I went into brass. So I came into brass under Jeff Williamson and One Love Soldiers. So that's where I started to cultivate my skills on trumpet. And Jeff was the brass leader at the time. So
That was the brass leader.
I didn't know he's a brassy, though.
yeah, but
Yeah.
he's the brass
He's
leader.
a real trumpet.
Yeah, Jeff was on trumpet first before, but you know, his natural instrument is trombone, but he's playing trumpet in One Love.
Okay.
So during that time, we had a decent run in One Love.
What, 5 straight?
No, I think it's more than that. I think it's more.
Yo, it's breaking up colors.
What year that was?
What?
8
Colours?
straight.
That's the 90s, it?
No, there was there.
There was there?
Yeah, but there's only been in music, but parade and stuff. We was trying to kill them in parade. But I think we sneak for 2 music in there though. Parade and music.
Nice. What year that was, if you can remember? 19, what?
No, that's 2000 and... that had to
No,
be-
Cody the mole.
no, that had to be in 2000 and...
That's an early 2000s.
5,
Yeah,
4, 3.
I- yeah.
4, someplace
I
around
think it's
that.
around
I wasn't a John Canoe yet.
I didn't get... Yeah.
Before it
Yeah, it
gone.
had to be in 05.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we was running road, but
You was there when they had the Christmas theme. That in the first, I remember that fanfare. I think that was my first year inside Colors. They play
What year?
Young Drummer Boy. 2008?
Yeah. No, 2008. I already moved to one family. Yeah. Yeah.
He's
So-
getting all the breaks from then, boy.
I don't like that fan well though.
He's getting all the breaks.
Yeah,
Especially Susie Pop.
I was in there. So from One Love, I moved into One Family because Ron
You
was.
gotta tell the story.
Oh yeah.
The same story what you tell me.
Yeah, correct. So
Off camera story.
How I got in One Family is Ron broke up One Love Brass.
Nah, people. So I broke it.
So you caused one love.
So
A whole group. Let's get them on here. Get them on here.
no, he didn't really break up the brass.
Sure.
But he was an intricate part of that process. Reason being is that Ron used to come to all our practice. One Love used to practice at the time on a Saturday. It's a weird day. Saturday night. You know, everybody out partying. We at One Love practice on Camp Road.
I don't make one comment so bad.
So Ron used to come down practice every Saturday. He kind of created a bond with One Love Brass. You know, so we grew to know Ron and respect Ron because he's in One Family A category group. So we had a lot of respect for the guys back then in the A category group. You know, we look at them as our seniors. So he kind of built that bridge between us and One Family. Like he used to invite us to like Field the Rush in Freeport. He always like. There was never a closed door with One Family Brass at that time. Ron was always there to accept anybody willing to come from One Love. Like, you know,
what I used to win back in the day.
Oh.
I know exactly what I used to do.
just to come and rush. So any practice or any off parade that One Love wasn't participating in, he'd be like, hey, if y'all want rush, One Family doors open, just come. So when we had a little scuffle in One Love, I mean, the transition was easy. We already know where we
you
wanted.
I grabbed two. I grabbed two.
Where
Boy.
we
I
wanted to
grabbed
go.
Rado and Cameo.
Yeah.
And
One
they
thing,
rushed
but
us
them B
2007.
group scuffles.
And we won 2007, and then
Sounds familiar.
next year you, Jeff, Yellow, who else? Cat,
Yeah.
and like at least both.
Who can?
Cat,
Terrell,
Terrell,
boy.
Carey.
Terrell.
Pardon?
Yeah,
Yes, boy.
Yes.
Wait, nah, that's my boss right here. Shout out to Cat,
Yeah.
you know, Cat ain't doing the
Yeah.
best or whatever, but that's a pioneer when it comes to the baritons and
Yes, boy.
plenty
Young
days,
baritone
Another
players.
plenty days young baritone players don't know much about
Terrell,
or
Carey.
anything at all about Cat.
Cat.
And I hope that he is able to see this video.
We praying for you, man.
We praying for you heavily because you pave a lot of the way. You pave a lot of the way when it comes to
But
what a
Cat-
baritone is.
But Cat was that guy, boy.
Yes.
Cat was that guy back in the day. For me.
Everybody who know baritones is pay homage to Barry and Bloody. But there was a lot of baritones back then. Like Cat. Cat was right up there. He was right up the alley. But Cat for a different episode or whatever. But get touching on Cat. Cat, we praying for you, baby. We praying for you, brother.
So so that's how I got into One Family, and then everything was history after that. So now I'm here in the Valley Boys, you know. But yeah,
No,
Right.
and then also, like, I mean, even go further than that. After you join, because we don't know who watching these podcasts. And right now, I mean, use a testament. I mean, all of us is testament how far John Canoe carried us, you know what I mean? So, I mean, just give a quick of what you're doing right now in life. Where
Yeah.
you come from,
yeah. So
where you grow up.
yeah, so I grew up in area of Centerville, East Street Farm Road area, all my life. I grew up playing ball. I grew up playing ball in Sunlight Park. So yeah, I was basically raised and growing and groomed in the ghetto. So you know, I ain't ashamed of where I came from or my roots.
Right.
I embrace that. You know, so what I'm doing now is that, well, how John Canoe helped me is that it brought me around a group of people of, you know, like-mindedness that wasn't into all of the unnecessary nonsense that was going on and, like, you know, at that time in the regular society. So I was able to surround myself around, like, people of like-minded who was trying to reach this branch, you know. So I was able to, having my connects in John Canoe, I was able to go off to college where I did my bachelor's and my master's at Prairie View A&M. I'm a chemist, so now I'm currently at Texas A&M doing my PhD in chemistry. So I could say just from hanging around people in John Canoe, I was able to like build a relationship with these people, so where I can now, be thankful to them, because probably if I didn't meet them in my life, I probably would have went down a different path. So I'm grateful those people, mainly Gandhi, who really started my college journey, get me into Prairie View, so, and then of course Ron always being a good leader and someone who I could go to ask questions as a young adult at that time. So
I just want to plot and I want to start
I don't have to start you, bro.
Hey,
Not true.
You can't think about that.
thank you, like, shout out to Ron for,
This episode ain't about me, but let's go.
yeah, but shout out to Ron for grooming a lot of this particular era. There's a lot of people who, right now, they playing horns and they looking up to a lot of people who Ron actually
But
groomed.
I mean, even though you have people even before my era who groom a lot of Bahamians, man, who doing really well. And I mean, he right behind the camera. He don't want to come on this episode, but shout out to Rudy Pratt.
You
Shout
got
out to Rudy Pratt. Shout out to Rudy Pratt, but
Gang.
Shout out, he camera shit. I don't know why.
Mr. Pratt.
I don't know where there's no what.
Where
Pratt,
there's
the
no
people-
Pratt, what?
Come on.
Where there,
I
hey,
understand.
hey, where there's no Pratt, the people shall perish.
I mean, and this is something we going into. Before even my era, we had very good people. And one of our episode is what are we leaving for the next generation? Remember we talk about that.
And the last one.
But I mean, shout out some people: Rudy, Corey, Darren, Larry. Who else was around back in the day? With not even with John Cano. The bridge the bridge was between Marching Barnes and John Cano.
Yeah.
You know, like we lose it. Oh, sorry. You know RestStop. Everybody love RestStop, so we have an audience behind the camera. Yeah, but everybody, them people, they paved the way for me, and all I doing is paving the way for other people. So what we have to, Sean? What you were 25 now?
It's a big 25.
Sting 25.
It's a big stick 25. Like,
Well, if you
fine
25,
line, man.
if you 25, you're in trouble.
Big frog right
Ain't no frog, man. Shout out the frog, too. Shout out the frog, too, man. The frog, hey, frog said correct compared to me. Cody, you don't got no frog,
Oh,
though.
say correct.
That's it.
Come on, man.
Keep the cameras rolling.
I can't say my age because a lot of my kids be watching the show now. I don't know why. So I can't say my age.
Remember you Mr. Cunningham.
Yeah, sorry.
Yes, watch me now.
Sorry, Mr. Cunningham.
Yes.
We apologize.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, let's
All I'm
go.
saying is because before it's me, is these are the people who kind of really paved the way. And that was my question in the last episode. What we, not me, but what y'all doing now?
but
To
you,
make sure
it
we
ain't,
get-
it ain't no not you because you still here.
Every time
We can save
You
that.
paving the way.
Labor Day was my last rush. I finished sorry, but last day.
We can save that topic. We can save that topic.
I reviewed that in the name.
We can save
I
that
reviewed
topic
that.
when we get Rudy on the next episode.
Perfect.
When Rudy episode come, we can talk specifically about that.
You didn't say, well, you know, you got to do one or two things.
Yeah.
Yeah, but missed the one or two things. What I
Yeah.
said.
So,
Yeah.
so we actually have one or two things to jump back to. What we in? Why? Wait, hey, listen. Let me just side note this. Like Ron said, we have audience in the back there, and we got our great baritone leader of the Shadow 40, Tehran, in the back there,
I'm just gonna say me.
and plenty, couple of mosquito in the back. He putting on this off like this cologne. You know? He putting that off on like this cologne. All these socks and he DJ'd Nick. But anyway, we got a lot of things to backtrack on. One or two things to backtrack on. Let's jump back to alumni, John. I know,
Oh yeah.
Cody, I know you was in there or whatever, but I'm pretty sure you keeping up with the videos or whatever. What's your thoughts on alumni this year? Because I have one or two things I would like to see.
How much
So
groups
what's your thoughts?
participate? It was 7.
It's a good
It
It's a
was
good amount.
SAC, JHS, City Bell,
CI,
CI.
RM. Did RM participate?
It was an RM.
No,
RM.
no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
CR didn't show up.
RM,
for
St.
whatever reason.
John's.
St. John's and CR didn't show up, yeah.
And
Well,
CR
CR,
didn't
but
show
it is on
up.
paper.
No, St. John's.
St. John's was
St.
up.
John's
No,
was
no,
there.
yeah, they're saying, but you saying CR.
Yeah, CR
CR
show up.
wasn't there.
It's on
They
paper,
were
but
supposed to
they
be there,
show
but they didn't show up.
It's 6.
There's 6 groups.
Yeah.
But
Damn.
I guess I have to say that I am not a man of my word because I said that I'll never do alumni And if I do alumni, I'll do it with my school.
JHS. He should be banned for life. Y'all should like me more than them now.
But
Terrible.
He going on with CC.
but YCC, we put down a show. We put down an old school show, something you don't usually see in Jungle Mall, where you have two baritones in the front of the group. By me and Barry, shout out to Barry. Me and Barry, we really do a thing. We had to cut the Marina Village on them.
Yeah.
But,
what you get
But
me?
yo, I just put the ox. That's
Yeah.
a very good question.
50.
No, but we ain't come that deep now.
That was like 4.
We get like fourth or third.
No, you don't turn. You don't turn.
I'm trying to be modest.
What number y'all to come out
well,
like, during
They
the
came out
rush?
first.
Unlike, and we came out,
No,
we came
no,
out
they came
second.
out first.
We came out second.
Oh,
CI was first.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh,
You're
bar
right.
9.
Well, I could say my rival school, my actual rival school, which is CR Walker, never show up. So
Disgrace.
we better than them.
Terrible.
Where I rush with any school or whatever you have to run, that's your old school. But all the schools were good. And this year I saw it was a bit less than what it was last year, where money run the road. And plenty of these people were just rushing with these schools for contractual work or whatever the case may be.
Normal.
But a good handful of people actually had some school pride this year. Government had a lot of their alumni. It was good to see the private school sector join in
private schools
or whatever.
very well.
Sock tear up the road.
Yeah, socks.
I think Jay should have won if they did do a second lap. You have to have that second lap inside Jungle. That one lap is be hard, baby.
Highly doubt it.
You
But
have
you
to-
gotta
Yeah,
you can't run that second lap too much because boy.
That's people are
that
charging.
ain't-
Competition though.
That
I mean,
ain't too
like,
far. It ain't too. There's
It's a one and
alumni
done.
Jonkanu don't stretch too far from actual junior Jonkanu. There was a lot of kids out there. You don't want to be running that parade too late. If it's anything and they want to do a second lap, we need to start the parade a bit
mean,
earlier.
No, boy.
that too, but it's
That's
also
be tall.
management in the individual
There was-
schools.
Yeah, it's only 6.
And that's on the
6
schools though, because
Come on,
the
bro.
first school I went past, like they run across the road.
Sock take up
See,
time.
that-
baby.
When Sock reach,
Exactly.
they take their time.
Sock take up time.
They could have 2 laps.
And then even
It was only
afterwards,
si-
like
only 6
it
schools.
seems like it was the
But
same.
I would like to commend the private schools for
Yes.
joining the fray.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they did a very good job.
Yes.
Did a very
Definitely.
good job.
I feel like this year was actually better than last year. It was a bit more organized than last year because they didn't even want to let me back in the gate when the last group was coming through. I just come off one show. I come back and they say, I say, I have my band on, I ready. CQ say, I say, CQ gotta be a police. I know, but I ain't gonna be defiant. Everything cool. So it was a bit more organized than last year. Shout out to DK, y'all doing a great job. DK and the whole team.
What is it?
Jonka
That's Jonka
Fusion.
Jonka Fusion, yeah.
Jonka Fusion doing a good job with that. And I heard whispers. I heard whispers that they may not do it next year. Don't cut that out,
No,
man.
man. We done.
We in the fold with this, and it's something that people look up to.
We done missing a lot of big Jonkanu events now.
Right. I could actually say that this makes up for a lot of the, like you say, a lot of the parades that a lot of people are not getting to, or whatever. Like the Labor Day parade, which we're gonna touch on that next. Things like Joe Billy and all of that stuff. Now you have a new parade that people are looking forward to. So my word to y'all is please, whatever y'all do not cut this off because it's paying homage. It's taking up a lot of the time. Remember in one of our earlier episodes we spoke about the Jonkanu calendar where we was somewhat arguing on
where does it
what started. Freeport will started from the
January.
from January with their parade,
Rush.
and then it goes on.
Yeah.
There is a lull in the calendar
Canada.
where there is no Jonkanu, and alumni actually picks up for lull is the right word. Y'all ain't
Canada was in.
You say Canada?
He said
Canada.
that.
You say calendar.
Yeah, you say, but he corrected himself.
there's a lull.
We have this thing going on.
That's a gap. I don't like that word lull. It's a
Yeah.
gap.
There's a
like
gap.
that lull.
There's a gap in the calendar. Thank you,
But we
Camus.
still have a gap.
It's about time.
No,
someone
the
showed
gap
you,
is fine. The gap
It's
is
about
fine.
time someone showing you up.
It's
with
not a
good
lull.
words.
Lull don't make sense
It's about
in the
time.
context.
Thank you. That's good. That's Mr. Thesaurus.
You almost bring that word up again.
No, I know it. I made practicing.
All right, so there is a gap in the calendar for Jonkanu without alumni. Between January and May, you don't have nothing up until Easter. So this is the time when all these groups practice and everybody can stay current and That's why Labor Day should be 1,000 times better because everybody in their various schools still practicing throughout the year. So it shouldn't be a reason why you in the mode where you still trying to catch yourself up until independence and the latter part of the year, you know. But getting into the latter part of the year, let's talk about Labor Day. Let's do a little recap of Labor Day and how y'all feel about that. Anybody got some views on that?
Hold on, before we go to Labor Day though, I just got a clown CV again because they thought I was playing with that alumni thing. When I say CV is coming forth, they'll say, "No, boy, CV with us again." I say, "Yeah." You know, happening for y'all.
CV
They
back
win
line,
music,
they
though.
look good.
Congratulations on winning music.
Boy, they back line, they look
CV
good.
win music.
But boy, yeah, they
Win
win
music?
music. But boy, they get beat bad in that
They
parade.
look good. CV they look excellent. But so let's touch a little bit on a recap of Labor Day. Let's see.
Where we going on? What that was?
But that just come through on my phone.
What that is?
No, but let's get back to RestStop.
Wow, we play Saxon.
That's Saxon?
That's Saxon,
No,
right?
that ain't Saxon.
That's Saxon,
That can't
right?
be Saxon.
All the way.
That's Saxon.
Anyway, let's get to Labor Day.
Hey, you.
You better stop. You know this guy wait for you.
You know they gonna be lock and load.
This guy wait for you.
Hey, let's talk about it.
So Labor Day, y'all watch any videos first of all?
I haven't done this yet.
Yeah, I watched some videos. I actually think the Labor Day parade was good with the 3 groups that actually chose to participate. I think it was a successful rush. I think all groups did well. Maybe some better than others, but I won't get too deep into that. But big ups to all the groups that actually decided to come and put on a show for the spectators and the laborers. So big ups to the Valley Boys, Saxons, and One Family for putting on a spectacular show.
So my question is this, right? All is hey, listen, Ron again. That's your last
Hey,
call.
focus, man.
All right. If we stretching back with Labor Days, I think all of us on here are experienced junkies. You already proved that because you say one love, a group that don't exist no more. So you old. But the question is, what do you think the issue is with the participation level of groups when it comes to Labor Day? Because Labor Day was so prominent some years ago, like that was the opening of the jungle season. And funny enough, right? After the Labor Day parade, I had a wedding to go to. But prior to me going to that wedding, I went to Bari, shut up, boy. Shut up.
So coffee.
We gone to One Family. We went to One Family's get together that they had by that shack off of Blue Hill Road. Barry said, "Hey, let's pass there for a couple of minutes." Showcase we did, and I had a brief conversation with Arlene Nash Ferguson, the great Arlene Nash Ferguson, and she shared with me how she didn't appreciate that plenty of the groups are stepping away from the first official parade of the year. Labor Day was something that all us look forward to because, like we say, that is the very first parade of the year. That's the parade everybody looking forward to. And now we have like Roots in the fold. They enjoying their party time or whatever. Genesis had there to do. I don't know what the thing was with the
Makers and Prodigal.
Otherwise, Makers and Prodigals, all of these groups. So, what's your take on why groups are straying away from Labor Day parade, other than the heat? Because we've been doing this all years our life. It can't be the heat. What y'all think?
It wasn't hot, but number one, it wasn't
that hot.
Well, I mean, for this Labor Day, it wasn't hot.
You ought to cool our water. You couldn't have been.
But
hot.
I mean, that's something that's kind of early to say because those groups participated last Labor Day. Now I don't know what the circumstances is or why they didn't participate this Labor Day, but I wouldn't say that they're straying away unless it's a continuous, repeated that action.
So we got to see next year what happens.
I mean, yeah, if you want to look at it like that, I won't say that they're straying away just yet.
I just personally don't have an answer for why right now. And I wish there were more groups that were out there. And I'm pretty sure that the majority of the groups, including 1 or 2 big groups, going to be out independents. But why why we actually running away from Labor Day? You know, that's the first, that's the opening of the Junkanoo season officially. Unofficially, this is officially the opening of the Junkanoo season. So we should expect to see all the groups,
I agree.
all the groups.
You gotta give the fans what they want too.
You know, that we like I was arguing earlier when we was talking about certain issues with songs or whatever. We gotta remember this ain't only for us. This for them. This for the people. This for the people. You know.
Hold on, man.
I
You
see
can't out
I
there
get
be.
all mad about that.
I think too with the Labor Day parade, because if you look at it, in the summertime you used to have 4 parades. You used to have Labor Day, you used to have Independence, then you had your Summerfest, and then you had Forks Hill.
Yeah.
So when you now take yourself out of the Labor Day participation, you're only giving yourself 1 or maybe even 2, because everybody don't go to Forks Hill.
Fox is a dying breed too.
So now you're only giving yourself 1 parade to see exactly where your group is. And that's kind of hard to do. You can't really do that at your practices because you ain't really getting, public reaction from your practices most of the times. So now that I should be telling people this, but now that you taking yourself with that equation and not participating inside these Labor Days, you're putting your group at a big disadvantages. So now the 3 groups are just rushed, Labor Day just gone. We already know, hey, this we need to do better now, this we don't need to do,
But from that,
et cetera, et cetera.
from that, like, do you think like it's almost like not necessarily accepting defeat, but like, if you were to say, like, take us out of the Labor Day parade, right? That's what you said, like, this is a parade that starts it all, whatever song selection, dance routine, or crowd involvement that you think that you could get it, but not right, and you options yourself from that, in a sense, how I would think at least, puts you at a disadvantage to say, where your stepping stone is. So, do you think like that's like the groups who may not participate, you just be like, hey, we know that either we can't compete, and this independent sectors now, but like you think it's like they know that they can't compete, or it's just a lack of interest?
It ain't a part of competing because don't you get to win when you come to Labor Day?
Yeah.
You don't win them.
It's like,
If you scared,
That's
to
me.
if you was to not go down the parade, he just said it. You, in a sense, putting yourself at disadvantage. Whatever, let's say your music section, what songs that you may come up with, or what hype you may come up with, what reaction you could get to the crowd, and all of those things like that. Like, if you give that up with not participating in the parade, when you come down Independence or come down another major parade, the only thing left is the big parades. You ain't have no stepping stone.
I don't think it's them accepting defeat or saying, oh, we ain't gonna march up to the other jungle groups, because, bro, if you say that now, what you do Boxing Day New Year's?
Now, hold on.
Look at 3 groups that come down.
Now,
Maybe
fair enough.
If you was to think who was to get first, second, or third, like you said.
Now, fair enough. I know of one group that actually started out not, well, because they wasn't as prepared as they would want to be. And I understand because they're going through a transitional phase right now. I'd rather not call the group name, right? But
I mean, them boys.
yeah,
Oh, no.
their favorite group. They're going through a transitional phase right now,
Finger niggas.
for whatever reason it may be. So I didn't have an expectation of seeing them out there, but what about all the other groups? And then again, it's actually getting, it's to the point where it's beyond just Junkanoo. Because if y'all remember, some time ago we used to have marching bands coming down the street tearing up the road. You had marching band upon marching band, same thing with Youth March, and that dying out too. So what's the reason for all of these parades dying out with participation? We lose Summerfest. Summerfest was something that you look up to as well. There's another void in the summer season where you used to have parades continuously keeping the Junkanoo spirit alive. It ain't no more Bear Fest. Bear Fest used to be a big thing. Bear Fest was actually elevating up until the last one where they had the brass competitions and stuff like that. like all of these things actually played an intricate role in everything that was going on with Junkanoo and making the actual parade so much more interesting. Joe Billy.
No more Joe Billy's, yeah.
You ain't got Joe Billy. You don't have. Remember, some time ago they used to have the Guy Fawkes Rush on Montague.
Yeah, that was the thing, too.
Guy Fawkes Rush don't even exist no more. That didn't exist for a long time. That was probably the first one to wipe out. So
And
my thing is, what is the reason? Why these dying?
the next one is you march.
Yeah, I have a question. Was those parades, were there any incentives for the groups to show up?
You get prize money for I know Joe Billy.
Yeah,
for sure.
All right,
You had a winner for that.
all right. So
And then Fox used to do the same thing,
Fox,
right?
You have a winner too.
They had winners or they just
Yeah, no, they had winners.
okay.
Like
so
Fox-
now they just do contributions.
So-
I think $1,000.
Yeah, Fox was
Alright,
actually
so
a
look at it.
competition.
Look at it from this standpoint, right? Look at it from this standpoint. Plenty times, and if we're being realistic, plenty times when it comes to them prize money or whatever we get, we didn't even know. We didn't care. It was for the love of the game. So my question is this. Is it that people know about these monies or whatever and they ain't getting a piece of the pie, so they stepping up because they come to get me or what?
Right?
Because something causing this whole thing don't work out the way it should. Hey. I put it on here, boy.
Yeah, exactly.
I can need that video. Full segment, you know.
He tried to say they show them orange.
Full segment, boy.
You got hey, don't invite him back no.
Wait, Rod.
Don't invite him back no more.
Oh my gosh.
That man got a family to feed, he diet.
Lauren is something running around at us.
No, but what the actual reason may be whereas we losing interest and participation because it's like it's a trend right now. We used to look forward to absolutely every rush. Joe Billy was the last one.
Joe Billy was hype.
Joe Billy was the last one leading into the parades. That's the one where you could show a
that's
little
the
bit
real-
of, but that's what I can do to you when I get on.
that was the real measuring stick.
That was the measuring stick. That's where you could actually go back in the class and say, bite. I let them by them do just 2
Joe
weeks
Billy
ago.
used to be before number picking or after. I think after.
Right before, and then it was then the number picking and Bear Fest them. And don't forget, Bear Fest even the transition into a space where
That was the measuring stick as well.
That was the measure sticking too.
now we do have the Christmas tree lighting.
Well, we didn't do that last year.
Yeah, that bugged me.
Or BTC.
No,
we do
the last, but yeah.
We do Christmas tree.
You can't do BDC. Okay, the reason why you did BDC rollover is because BDC sponsored the parade. So they had that parade.
I think, hold on, Christmas.
We do Christmas tree last year.
We do
I
Christmas
remember.
tree.
That's
Yeah.
PDC.
We did
I
that.
remember.
We did that.
But yeah, Summerfest.
That's when one family actually brought the upgrade one. That's when they dropped that.
How great that one? They dropped that last year.
All the gospel.
They dropped that. They dropped that.
I
That same
thought they
rush.
just dropped that this year. I thought it
Nope.
was like a new song.
No.
Ah.
You mean it? That mean what? Check your boy up now. But yeah, I know. I just hope that this actually helps everybody to show more interest. And it have to start from Easter Monday rush. It have to start from Easter Monday.
That started off big,
Easter
too.
Monday was the real start
The same thing.
of the Jungle season. Shut up, man.
Worry, got your back.
I get around for that, man. Your fault.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I mean-
but Easter Monday used to be a big thing too.
Yeah, that was big.
Nothing to count that day. Now you have a fat going on that day and all kind of stuff, but them fat didn't count. It was
On Easter Sunday, a fat?
What's fat? But they don't know fat.
they had it
Boys,
this year, but for the past
Stop
few
talking
years,
nonsense.
for the past few years, don't forget it used to be midnight mass, and then people was coming from midnight mass to come straight to Tingham. That's what was happening.
Midnight,
Yes.
come straight to where?
Come straight to Easter Monday rush.
Hold on, but you get this fat from though.
Midnight mass is a fat.
Hold on, I gotta go.
Hold on, man. I
Yeah.
ain't-
Nick used to do it.
I like
Nick used to do it midnight.
right on the Friday.
Oh, I thought you mean church.
No. I talking about the fat. The
You
fat,
say midnight
the
mass?
fat name midnight mass.
Oh, okay. Oh,
They
fat
used to do
night.
that- they
Let's
used to do that.
clarify. He wasn't meaning church.
thought-
I
not
thought he was
church.
meaning church.
Not church.
Because he had me confused just now.
I don't
You
remember.
know, you church girl.
That's still bad though.
Yes.
I never remember midnight mass
I
going
remember
into that though.
Yes.
No, I gotta look back.
They used to have a party. They used to have a fat. What was from like 8 o'clock that night and it used to end like 2, 3 in the morning, and people was coming
So-
straight from that
so-
straight to the Easter Monday rush.
so-
That
so-
happened for a few years. I promise you that. No, not Foxhill.
So
It's
you,
Foxhill
That's
too
way
deep.
past. That's way past.
Foxhill too deep.
So-
that in the
Carnival
prime
time
of
is
carnival. That in the
No,
prime
no,
of
but
carnival.
Foxhill.
That's when carnival season is actually be starting when they starting with
Oh,
these
we
fests.
know?
Yes.
they tricky though.
No, bro. Midnight Mass has been no.
I can prove it.
August.
I can prove it. Not
Midnight Mass
August.
has been
Not
March.
Foxhill. Not Foxhill.
Okay, that's what I know.
Easter Monday.
Okay.
That tricky.
Yeah, that's April.
So
April time.
so that Sunday you do all the sinning in the world, and then you go on
And then
Easter.
come on the
Yeah,
night
yeah,
and
yeah.
brush,
Like
yeah.
like oh, like you is the holiest person in the world.
That's not the
No
break.
powder in
That's
school, my
that actually used that actually started the break of where people was actually paying attention to coming out there. You didn't have nothing other than it. And I think this year they actually moved it from that weekend because it was kind of
bro.
disrespectful.
Yes.
It was kind of
course
just
it
the
is.
Easter weekend and you doing something like fatting. You know what fatting about. You know, like you can't.
You can't serve the devil and God at the same time.
Thank you.
You know.
But anyway, there you go. You can't serve the devil and God at the same time. Sean.
That's a church going on, man. Individual.
Mm.
Okay, so
What we get, man?
so hopefully that raised some questions to a lot of people who on committees to try at least, and especially even the group leaders and group members to try and bring the standard back to these particular parades.
But you
Because
know,
everything dying out now. You get 3 people this year who participate in Labor Day, which to say next year you only have one or two persons.
None.
but you-
We done lose the marching bands.
Yeah. So you got to keep it. You got to keep it going.
Crusaders and
So
Ari and
pathfinders.
Pathfinders tearing up the road. That's the real competition, but it was no talking, but
what all bands was about? You was involved in any band?
yes,
Who band you was involved in?
Crusaders.
Who wasn't involved in no Crusaders?
I was with Crusaders.
What color the uniform is?
Green and yellow.
You was
Straight down.
you was with EJ down.
Yes.
I Red's right
Me,
never seen no
EJ,
Crusaders.
Two Fats, Marty, all us,
And
Travas, all us used to march together.
Pathfinders.
Pathfinders, of course.
You was with nobody.
Ari was the go though.
Who you was with?
He was with
Just
us.
not a band?
No, he was you know who he was with? He was
Just
with
not a band.
What's the school name? The
BA?
Falcons.
BA.
Yes,
No, not
the
Not
BA.
a band?
What is John Prince Willie?
Jordan Prince Willie.
Yeah, not a band. So Pathfinder's still going, right?
Yeah.
You don't see none of these
Ari
bands
is
on the
the
run no
one
more?
with. I know
Ari.
it's one of them, but don't go.
Yeah, Ari. I hear.
A lot of these things stand up, bro. You only get prophecy.
Modern Sunday, Baptist Day, all of them things was
Yeah,
yeah,
it's-
bands.
And a lot of churches be.
They was
a lot of
bands.
churches- A lot of churches be like trying to hire bands.
Modern Sunday is the only
Go
match
ahead,
right
go
now with this
Prophecy is
weekend
not the
place.
split.
Let me
Two
go.
churches
Go ahead.
in
Go ahead.
I mean, but then even with that, and that's what killing it because now in every band who marching, when they hire these bands, they playing the
Same
exact
song.
same songs.
Yeah.
So marching bands back in the day, you look,
Just
everybody
get
had a distinct sound. But I
Like
mean,
Ari had the screamer, but
Hold on, man. You don't know Ari.
we
Big
lose
group,
a lot of culture in our generation.
Yes, bro.
That
And
marching
again, voice
band.
to voice.
There's a video floating around on Facebook with Ari marching.
Yes.
And it was like, wait.
That made a lot of traction. You see a lot of people.
Yes,
It was
boy.
because people remembering the good times they had back in the day, but what happened to it now?
plenty familiar faces within that too. Symbonis was one big jogi band dude.
The top 2 bands back in the day who always was duking it out, Pathfinders and
And
Ari.
Ari.
I want to talk to you. Y'all are the top one.
And then Crusaders,
Hey,
Crusaders used to float right
You
underneath
have
them.
the top one, and then you have the rest of y'all.
You
What
had,
time-
you
what
had
time frame
Pathfinders
was
and
that?
Ari.
Crusaders used to play that standing on the promises.
No, Crusaders used
Favorite
to be like
song.
about 5th, 6th.
Finest was good for was keeping a straight line.
And then Beretti.
You was in Pathfinders too, Rudy, so I don't know what you're talking about.
But
Rudy,
Rudy,
you must see start every band in the Bahamas. The police band.
Farm Road, Urban.
All Star.
Being and
Oh, the United. Oh no.
Now you're in Lucha. You've been in Nagua. You've been in Nagua.
No, the United All Star Band.
Hey, Rudy's
The United All Star Band. The real United All Star Band. Before it was All Star Bahamas All Stars.
Rudy started every band.
What?
Jesus. I mean,
Why Rudy them y'all do good?
Alright, first but like
I have a question for y'all. Right? Since we was talking about the whole, the parades that we used to have. What do y'all think about, it being a requirement for, all the groups, A and B, to participate in at least 1 and 2 off parades. You think that should
I
be?
think it should.
You think it
If
should
you
be a
want-
requirement? Hey,
if you want seed
before you don't get seed money, and before you want, say you are,
But that might
inside
add so
these
two
parades.
groups. Not automatically.
Wait,
What is it?
they need to
Genesis
go.
Roots can't make it?
Not Genesis.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Wait, stop rage baiting these people, boy.
Hey,
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I have nothing to do with this guy. So whatever anger and animosity you have towards him, just
you want to Moxley with it?
Hey,
listen.
what did you tell me to say that before?
I did not. I did not.
So what do y'all think about that? You think that's something that should happen or?
Yes.
You think that's
You see how, all right, you see how in the NBA right now they have you gotta meet certain games to be able to be eligible for
MVP and stuff.
MVP and all of those things at the end of the year. I think Jordan need to pick that up because a lot of these groups floating around in the end of the year, they get the seed monies and then there's a no show or no kind of show too much at the end of the day, and that's horrible.
I mean,
PJ.
but to be honest, it's only two groups that really that fits that criteria.
No, music makers is making for independence now.
Oh yeah, they can be a
I never see Prodigal on Independence. I never see Prodigal on Independence.
Yeah, well, yeah, Prodigal, they never make it on the big parade.
That's the shot going.
Yeah,
I
I
never
know.
see Prodigal on Independence parade, but music makers is B.
I never see Prodigal on the parade in general, from the start to the end.
This big Christmas tree, babe.
What Christmas tree?
He have a video. He's like, well, the group didn't make it too much. We didn't have no brass. But we had backline and we was here. But we could beat up. We could beat
That's
up.
2023.
Craven, he come in our face and lie to us, please, on camera. Say
National
we got beat
television.
up.
National television. They say the brass you can put down by this gate. We still waiting on the brass.
They never reach, babe.
Oh man.
I know.
So
I'm just trying to figure out what it is we could do to have participation levels.
stipulation. I think that'd be good.
higher.
yeah,
A
that's a
stipulation.
requirement.
But then that'd be weird too, because that means
You kind of
people can pick. You know what I mean? I mean,
that's fine,
I
but
wish
you still-
everybody just
just
enjoy their culture.
exactly.
Just come on.
You don't want to control the culture too
Nah.
much.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
know?
Things dying out though.
Like, people getting paid for this, babe. You talking about?
And that's
talking
why-
about seed money, babe.
And that's what I
No,
think.
You gotta
was
meet a
killing it.
requirement for
no,
seed
but
money,
the seed
babe.
money is only for boxing and the United States.
That's
No,
fine,
but-
but you gotta meet a requirement to
Do you
get this
do
boxing
you
their
think-
money.
You think the
Yeah,
seed money is enough?
If you ain't, don't forget the seed money being enough. Tell me something. If I ain't do nothing I supposed to do the whole year, what make you think I can do in boxing day?
I mean,
He just say he don't see Prodigal the whole year. So if I ain't see you the whole year and I turn around and say, yeah, I see a couple dollars,
40,000.
And but what has bugged me?
I can be hot when
What
you don't
is
show up
what has
boxing
bugged
day.
me with them? They be picking all a good number, bro. Like for real, and they don't come. You see what? Anyhow, everything goes.
When you talking about stipulation, the next thing need to be in the stipulations is when you don't meet these requirements, you ain't eligible for the seed money and you have to run Russian fund. Because they do it to us for nothing. So you got a
They
Russian.
do it to us for nothing. You know why they do it to us.
Hey, I haven't even going.
That's a whole different topic.
I see what you're going.
They did it to us for nothing.
I know
I
it's
say
there.
Because we was eligible.
But that should be one of those.
Putting too
Two.
much in
Hey,
the pot.
if you miss this, hey, that means the next one.
It's only Prodigal though. I respect music makers.
Which
They,
nobody talks about nobody.
Nobody knows nobody's.
I respect music makers. You guys, you
a
came out
triangle.
you came out first these past two parades twice, and you actually showed up. So
Make this thing working.
hats off to music
just
makers.
They had a church service on the park today.
And they had a award ceremony like
They
2
had
weeks ago.
That's
They had
good.
they had
That's good.
a church service on that park right through Fowler Street.
Yeah.
They had a award ceremony today. I remember.
Who's the lead is Gary, right?
Yeah.
Is it Gary? No, Keith Mason.
Rev sent the flyer in on group what I in. So I see that they at least trying to be active from early, even
That's
though
good.
they didn't make it. So that's a trying group, but that Prodigal's gotta do something with them. They ain't want belt, baby.
They gotta go. They gotta go. They gotta go.
They make no side parades. Like,
They make no sense.
They don't do no side. Like, think about it. What side race is Prodigal?
None. They didn't.
Auto one. They only show up for Boxing Day.
They don't. No. They don't show up. They don't show up. They don't show up. They don't show up.
The list for Boxing Day.
They just be there for seed money.
They don't show up and pick the good
They
number.
just be
And
there for the
then
seed money to just get that.
they pick the good number. You coming out fourth. They coming out third. All year you group marshals. Hey, Prodigal ain't showing up. You already know how that go.
Everybody rushing fast.
That's it.
Boy, they could go.
That reminds me.
Boy,
Wait, I'm glad you said. I think we have a Bonner curse, baby.
But you don't even bring that up.
Yeah, leave that alone, dog.
Tell the true shame the devil, baby.
It's been RestStop. We out in the mud. Let's go. Let's cycle. Let's cycle.
Hey,
Yeah. Oh,
boy, this is out the mud.
Yeah.
Hey, they come up with issues, dog.
Everybody
Yeah.
choose.
Yeah.
So
Some groups of rocks.
the next parade that's coming up, Independence.
Independence.
What is your expectations? So Independence, we normally have most.
Elkin 360, boy. Mm-hmm.
I get 360 what?
Elkin 360, that's the
You
goat.
360 back from me. You got
That's the goat Independence, boy. Happy
That's Sean
Independence,
Boy, you
boy.
know.
Wait.
That's Sean Boy. Hey, you free boy? Hey, free boy. Braden say, Elkin, you know, this guy wrote your music for John Cano. Elkin talked to him for about 30 minutes in the food store.
Hey, man.
It's a video.
Nassau is the capital,
He
boy.
was singing his music.
He said, hey, shout out Elkin, bro.
He said all the music
sent
is
me all
yours.
his
Let me
music.
drop it next one.
He sent me some set when they dropped. He sent me some other things.
Y'all be sleeping on Elkin. Elkin got some songs.
Hey, I can say, hey, it is.
Elkin got some songs
We
with
know it's
that.
like one too. We know it's like one. I know these stuff, bro. So what's your expectations going into Independence?
That's per usual. I see all the groups showing up and showing out.
Gotta show up for
Everybody's
Independence.
gonna be amazing.
I expecting to see one or two mic and speaker out there.
6-minute fanfare.
Wow. 16 minutes fanfare.
Wow.
Tuck your chin.
But oh yeah, anything. I ain't say that.
You cut the part.
We looking. No, but I ain't cutting nothing. Bro. Everything is a go.
You got none of that.
He's so scared he dropping his mic.
No,
But you know the 58 can put it on you.
You don't want, you don't want no heat it.
6 minute fanfare.
I
Baby.
could be that a
You don't
short
want no heat
parade.
it. You don't
Oh
want no
yeah,
heat it.
Independence is short parade.
You don't want no heat it.
scared. All he mic drop.
This is what leaders do.
Wait, you know what Rico? Anyway,
Do you know what leaders do?
lead.
Exactly. Oh, exactly. Always gotta have an answer.
Always have an
Scared.
answer.
Hey, Ron is Visa. Hey, I getting it now. You know Labor Day ain't nobody too much showing up, so he's called for Labor Day. Independence, he stuck his tail and go on the island up and oh the police won't tell me I gotta go. Big senior police like him, Inspector Ron.
I second in charge.
He talking about I second in
I
charge.
second
have to go
section
make sure-
leader.
I gotta make sure the island straight. The island ain't making sure you straight. When the 40 getting the break speed off them, you was be on the hand up. I was in there, I was Sean.
And he's be sending video.
You going, babe?
He's be sending videos
Go on,
of him having a dandy. No, that's it.
Call, babe.
That's short parade, man.
You call.
Short parade.
Yo.
My expectation for Independence is to see Cody with the cooler again.
Tell him
Oh,
he's
yeah.
coming again, man.
Public service announcement, everybody. I've officially retired of trumpet.
His brassy did not. His brassy did not sign off on that.
I am now the cooler guy.
His brassy did not.
We ain't want that, bro. We ain't want that. You got him on.
I on the cool again, Independence. But I'm looking forward to a good show from all the groups,
But
as
the
expected.
comparison is be so different because Labor Day you had 3 groups, right? Independence you got about 20. Last year, what Genesis come up must be about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But that don't make no sense.
He's been partying, going
You
sleep.
know why? You know, and it's be a lot of little. They just call it the people's rush. So I mean, but
What time does it start again?
After
After tattoo?
I did not start too late though. Why I gotta start 2 a.m.?
You have to.
because they have a ceremony.
After tattoo, right?
You know, the ceremony when they get the jacket, I think Rudy can get us on this year because he
Rudy,
old.
you get yours?
Only old people is get them jacket. Hey, RestStop can start giving out jacket, but
The
we
only
can start giving out some rare jackets to people who probably ain't gonna get the jacket till they turn 67.
The only-
Because that's the only people who get jacket to them
the
themselves.
only thing
Let me answer the question. Alright, so now we talking about Independence. Last question and then we out
You go
y'all.
to the shop and buy a jacket.
Who's
Jacket from these people?
who's the only brass member to ever get a jacket to that ceremony and why brass members who paved the
Isaiah.
way?
I saw Isaiah Taylor get one.
Ronald Sims.
I just about to say barefoot.
Ronald
I
Sims.
saw Zion get one too.
But let's be
Roman get
realistic.
one.
Roman get one?
Roman get a blue jacket?
Roma? For real?
No, babe. Roman get a jacket from us.
No, I didn't even get that.
Wow.
Oh, that's good.
I feel as though age shouldn't matter
There's way too
on their
many.
contribution, mate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I mean, no offense to people who get it, but a lot of them people, like, I don't even know their contribution because it being so long.
Yeah.
So it's a real lot. Like, let's just say, in the next 50 years, they giving Rudy a jacket.
Really, but 50 now?
He could be 102.
Hey, watch it.
You
He
know,
be but 102.
Well, I got 1 or 2 things to say on my chest,
No
young man.
weird.
city of gold.
You remember that one in 2012?
It shouldn't be an age, but if you contribute and you're making significant progress to your culture, but you know them jackets.
So now my actual question would be to anybody who could answer this. What is the criteria for you to earn a jacket?
Significant contribution.
Impact.
But then again, you have people who did 20 plus years and still in the fold, who actually recognize who doing stuff, and they ain't eligible, they ain't even looking that way. So who on these boards to actually be giving them up?
I don't even know.
That's a
Who
good
choosing?
question.
Who choosing?
That's a good question.
Who's choosing to say, oh well, I think this person eligible, that person eligible.
Wait,
You have a lot of
they-
people who eligible and they're not getting it. Rudy, I could straight up say, Rudy deserve a
Yeah.
jacket.
They
Well
whole
deserved.
generation.
Rudy deserve a jacket. Corey
P-Lock.
deserve a jacket. P-Lock deserve a jacket.
Larry.
Larry deserve a jacket.
You have a lot of people who
I
deserve
think
these
the youngest person that got a jacket would have been Rapper Pum Pum.
things. Yeah.
And Ruben ain't even that young. Ruben have been doing young from the 80s.
Wait, and then even
Come on, man. And that's
then
true.
Even people like I can't even. I don't know. I
It
don't know.
is-
It is what it is, man.
You can't wait till people about to there to give them the flowers because they can't smell them. The scent gone. They can't smell no more.
But that's a good. That's a good.
All of these systems have to revamp. And maybe that's with paying a lot of homage to why people ain't showing up to these side parades, but because the wrong people in place to be running it. Maybe that's the problem.
I don't really.
You ain't seen enough faces of our era being able to say, boy, I need you out there, boy. I need you out there. I need this to happen because, boy, we gotta keep this alive, boy.
Why do you do jumping?
Why I do jungle?
Why do you do jumping?
You can't ready to retire. So you say.
I retired, boy.
So
But-
why do you do?
You think you thinking too long, but
Yeah,
that should
you
be
don't
like
even
a.
know.
Or that be
I know
answer
why
and drop
you
in the
do
hat.
jumping.
Why is the jungle?
No, answer my question first.
Alright, so the only thing I could say I just do jungle for is because I actually have a love and passion for it.
Do
I
you?
always had a love and passion for it. It was more than just an outlet for me. It was something that I can't go against saying being passionate about. I always just tell people when I having conversations about jungle and they asking questions and I can say, listen, I had to study jungle. You always watch jungle. I had to study jungle. I could break down every group. You could blindfold me and I could tell you what backline coming down. You could
Alright, tell
blindfold
me
me
what
and I could tell you
backline
what
is
pass. Cause I was ready. They was doing that in the pandemic where I don't know who was doing it, but they was covering the backline and saying, guess in the comments which backline this is, and I got every single one right. I could tell which backline is which. He said every group have a distinct sound. You know groups. You know one family. You know the valley. Anyone actually. I could tell them apart.
But is that passion or that's just you
Like
just being
intuition.
around?
It ain't intuition. I have to have a passion of the
No,
intuition.
you don't have to have the passion of the intuition. You don't.
How you figure?
You know the difference between passion and intuition, right?
Explain thesaurus.
That's dictionary, fool.
Explain dictionary.
Anyway, man,
Because right now you're being a dictionary. Boy, this is out the mood.
but like I think that's what we losing. The passion.
Yes.
The passion. Like
I-
why you can't even tell me why
The
You
only
still
reason
rushing?
I still rushing is because I have a passion for it.
okay.
And
Sean,
I still getting raw for it, babe. I just get raw because I
like why you on Russian?
To help the next generation, but
that's a point.
to help the next
That's a point.
generation,
That's a point. That's a point. But go ahead.
what he said is
Yeah, what he said just now. That's a point.
What you say? Why
Money,
you Russian?
money destroy the passion for a lot of people.
Okay, yeah.
Not me though. You could give me a couple dollars now. I know. If one of y'all groups give a couple dollars, y'all give me, I can show you a lot of passion that I could be. But it's the passion, me. Like I say,
Right.
I just do jungle for the love of the game, boy. I must see our first episode. You all see me coming down Bay Street. One family with shackles on my hand, boy.
That's
And
when you was young though.
and
You was eight.
Raphael.
You was eight. You was eight.
But
You
that
ain't
don't matter.
had too much sense.
So making 2% now.
What? Y'all think it's levels of passion? Like, I mean, like.
That's what I want to know. I still feel the same as I felt then,
No,
boy.
I don't think it's level of
I just look forward to coming to Jungle, boy.
There's only one level.
Jungle practice, the big practice, not brass. I hate brass practice.
I don't like Renzo's response to that question. Because the fact that he had to sit and go through his brain and no, I don't. That means that you, the Nigerians just call it wayo. You know what I mean? Wishy washy.
He have one leg out, one leg in.
Yeah. I like Jungle. I like why I'm passionate. I love the competition. I love to compete. I love to win. I don't like to lose.
You like this competition now or back in the day?
Back in the day competition.
This competition where it's like.
Back in the competition.
I ain't changing my answer, boy.
I
have
just
a passion for Jungle. I love Jungle not because of the competition, because I love Jungle. I could listen to Jungle every day.
Me too.
I just listen to Jungle
me
every
too,
day.
but the highlight is the competition.
That's why I say I study Jungle. I don't listen to Jungle. I study Jungle. That's a passion, bro.
I don't listen to Jungle.
You know what? Well, all right, Sean.
I don't listen to Jungle.
He is studying.
I study Jungle. I can break down Jungle to science, boy.
He can watch. You can put on any video,
and I can tell you anything about it.
That's the problem now. You ain't keeping it simple.
Everything y'all just miss, I just catch.
You ain't keeping it simple. You talking about science.
That's why I should be the brass leader for this.
We can make you it.
But I did the best. We go 10 straight. We go 10 straight.
You want to do this right now?
We go 10 straight.
Let's do it.
This boy,
and furthermore,
this boy can't commit to 10 brass practice straight. He talking about 10 straight. Talking nonsense.
Yeah, if y'all want, I'll quit right now.
But leave something in the comment.
Ain't none of y'all on this panel could call better.
The hashtag is Renzo.
That's not the issue. It's not call it. It's leadership. You to be there, to be accountable, to make sure the brass is in place.
I lead when it comes.
See, that's the problem now. See, I'm talking nonsense.
Genesis say it come.
Ladies and gents.
Boys been on the moon.
Ladies and gents.
We were Sean McCann.
It's been a great episode. We thank Cody for being our guest for today.
Oh, boy.
Greetings and salutations, man.
Slush Star Sick. We're on our leave.
Randy Bob.
Cash, Randy Bob.
What you call yourself earlier?
Randy Bob.
Baby
Boy.
We are signing up.
Baby, I'll run it.